What a lovely day!
Welcome to Flat Earth Debate Live. I'm your host, Nathan Oakley, and if you are new to this channel, or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. If you'd like to join the community debate, then go to nathanoakley.com and check out the Flat Earth Debate forum to keep up to date with the community debate. If you'd like to support this channel, there is a super chat that runs alongside each of these shows while they are live. There's also a PayPal, Patreon and crypto link in the info box below the video. Most importantly, if you would like to join the discussion, simply mute the page you are currently watching, then click the link in the info box below this video to join the panel and express your views on the shape of the Earth. If you do join, please don't swear. If you do, you'll be ejected, and if you are, please don't try to rejoin the stream using sock accounts. You'll be warmly welcomed back on the next stream. Please also share the show on Facebook and Twitter. Sharing the show obviously increases the live audience, but this in turn increases the chances of a more diverse panel. So please share the show. And one last time, if you're new to the channel or you've not done so already, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification icon to keep up to date with the Flat Earth Debate. Now we are joined by The Plain Truth, The One, otherwise known as Dion, Slick James Johnson and Paul. Good to have you all.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello, and welcome to WSLC Radio, broadcasting live from Florida. Good morning to you.
I love it.
Nice.
We're also joined by Flatten Earth. How you doing?
Hello, The One. Hello, all.
Hello.
Hey Nathan, before you go into the questions, I'd like to make just a quick statement. I never got to say it on the other show, or before the show started. It's about belief and faith. I always equate it to this. I can believe the chair I'm sitting in. Well, I can believe it before I sit in it that the chair will support me. But I will know that the chair will support me the moment I sit in it. So belief is different than knowing in that sense of the word, I think. So, and faith the same way. I have faith that the chair will support me, but until I sit in it, I won't know that it will support me.
So you're distinguishing between knowing things and believing in things, as opposed to faith and belief.
Right, basically. I mean, I think faith and belief are like you said, are synonyms, but I think faith will actually move you to do something about it. Belief I can believe this, certain things, but until I act on it, there's nothing about it, it's just a belief. So.
Hey, Chocolate.
Well, sorry.
I'm screen sharing.
Okay, so in the pre-show we were discussing this particular monument. This is Dion in front of it, so it may not make sense if you've just picked up on this on the live show. But this monument, it can be seen from about 400 kilometers away in different countries. So I don't know if you want to give a bit more of a or less succinct description of it, Dion, or The One.
Yeah, it's fine. This thing was built, I don't know how long ago, I can't remember right now. So it's built by the Bulgarian Communist Party. And it was like the donation of all the people in the party to build it. Like the party fundraised for the building of it. And it's like very, very huge. You can see I'm almost 2 meters tall. So you can make a size comparison, and it's like 150 meters away from me on the back.
Hey, UK Truth.
Hi, Mr. Oakley. Morning, guys.
Hey, Chocolate.
Hey, Chocolate, miss ya.
What's up? What you guys doing?
Right, let's do a housekeeping session, if you don't mind. Let's have some enthusiasm. Yesterday was dire. So, any signs of Earth curvature? Bearing in mind, we're told we live on a spinning sphere. Hey, Arwen.
Bloody hell no.
Absolutely
No
nothing.
curve, no.
No, just
No scientific evidence.
Just a declaration, that's all we got.
Bummer.
Hello?
Amazing that we're told we live on a spinning sphere and there's no signs of curvature. What about axial rotation?
Absolutely nothing whatsoever. Declarations.
That's a lie, man. That's a lie.
What's a lie?
The
That
axis
it
is a lie.
exists.
So what is your proof of axial rotation then?
I think he meant that that axial rotation was a lie.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Arwen.
There's no scientific evidence for rotation, axial rotation.
How about movement at all?
We're
I
not
don't think
moving.
they're stationary.
Yeah, blatantly.
Only in the heavens above.
Fine. Any scientific evidence of gravity?
Absolutely not.
Scientific
Just a-
evidence of gravity.
Aberration.
Declaration.
Aberration.
Never told that.
Emancipation.
I'm just hearing a load of buzzwords.
Just
Is
aberration.
that a yes or a no? I'm just hearing lots of buzzwords.
Nothing.
No.
No.
Excellent.
Well,
was
there is
me for a moment.
conceptual evidence, but not scientific.
So no scientific evidence of gravity. What about the distance to the sun? Any signs of that?
Nothing. The sun is where it needs to be for us to experience our reality.
Hey, Chet Melgold. Oh, just joined to troll maybe. Has anybody got the back chat?
Working on it. But no, the
Layering the atmosphere is run by the sun, let's say, or it's connected to the sun. Sun and the atmosphere are two open systems that coexist. If without the atmosphere, you short circuit the whole thing. And if there is no atmosphere, you won't be able to see the light in the sun.
So we've been joined
Sun
by
is a
Eben Kim off his epic interview with Captain Marvel. How you doing, Eben?
Good, how are you?
How did you manage to snag that interview?
It's faked.
Oh, it's not.
I just got.
Surely not.
Yeah, it's faked.
Oh, I'm very
I was going to
disappointed.
say, who did you have an interview with?
Brie Larson, Captain Marvel.
Oh, you did one of those
I just edited
exact
snippets
series,
of.
like the fake interviews. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Completely thrown me with it.
It just shows how easy it is to actually fake something. I mean, I would think that people knew it was fake, but it could come across as like a real interview. I mean, people aren't paying attention.
Can I, guys, continue my point about the sun?
Yeah, of course you can.
Yes, sun is basically a huge polarizer, so it needs a medium to polarize. And what actually is happening is that when the sun field comes or moves along the atom plane, the molecules and the so-called atoms in the air get polarized. So like sunflowers, they turn to look at it. And that means if the sun is charged plus and all the particles, so they turn their minus side towards the sun. That means that they get polarized, and when you look through them, it's actually the colors inside the air particles that make all the colors and the visible light. Sun actually doesn't emit because all fields are stationary. No field has ever moved itself. The field is an actual path. Around this path, there's an electrical impulse that's moving, but the field stays only static, always. So it's like, imagine a corkscrew going inside a cork. So if you have the corkscrew going inside the cork will move towards the corkscrew, right? If the corkscrew is stationary, the cork will move inside, and then if the cork is stationary, the screw will move inside. So actually what is happening is the polarization of air acts like two corkscrews. So when the minus charge of the atoms in the atmosphere turns towards the sun actually starts pulling itself. So the thing that's moving the sun is the actual medium.
Right.
That sounds a lot like a declaration. I mean, is there any
No,
evidence of this or no?
no, it is a concept, but I
Uh,
think I get it. It sounds
everybody can do
very close to my concept that the sun
everybody
is not
can
a
do
physical.
a
Can I
test
respond?
in their house with magnets and see how easy it is to replicate the same system.
Right. Well, if you can emulate the sun, that will be very interesting to do. But
There is
what you described it as, seems to correlate with my conceptualization that the sun is not a physical object,
no, it is.
but actually a critical mass of an energy weave.
No, it is physical.
Oh, really? So what's your scientific evidence?
Later, when the paper comes out, it's written there. But for now, I'm just explaining the process.
Really? So, no, it sounds like deduction-based
Can
evidence,
you have
not scientific
can you
evidence.
have a magnetic field without a physical magnet?
Yes.
Where?
How about life has magnetic fields? There's all kinds of magnetic fields that are not necessarily generated by a magnet.
All matter generates magnetic fields. Can you have a magnetic field without matter?
Oh, okay. No. In that case, no.
Yeah, that's what I
Is
was
there
trying.
anything without matter? So,
I'm sorry, guys, but all that sounds like speculation.
right. Well, you have to figure out what things are, you know. And I'm not claiming science. Dejan is, I think, might be a little bit too far-fetched, but his
Easy.
conceptualization seems to correlate very much with what I suspect causes the apparent sun disk effect and the daylight.
An easier explanation will be, guys, imagine two magnets. How can you distinguish which is the north and which is the south pole? If you put both of the magnets on paper and you put metal flakes on the paper, they'll show identical fields. They'll all be straight lines. But then why do one straight line repels another straight line, but then if you turn it around, the same straight lines connect? And
See,
there's
That's how magnets work. They work in wave patterns.
let me finish, Arwin. There's a very easy explanation about this process. So as we determine which one is north and which one is south, the straight lines that appear on the paper with the metal flakes. Well, they're straight, and you can see this on an apple as though apples have straight lines like that. But if you take a magnet and put it under a ferrocell, you'll see those interweaving round circles. You guys seen it?
Shout out to Cynical Skeptic for the super chat. Really appreciate your support. Thank you very much indeed.
I'm just trying to understand, where does these magnets fit into what the sun does?
That's what I'm trying to explain. Have you guys seen the magnets under a ferrocell, how they show the magnetic field and the shape of it? It's like a toroid that has all these lines that are crossing each other.
It might be good to illustrate it, just if you've got a video or picture or something.
Yeah, there's like 1,000 videos on YouTube about it. Oh, have you seen that?
But just how does it, long story, do the long story short version of how it connects with the sun. Long story short.
I'm going there. That's the short story. No. Okay, so this is what you get. I'm not screen sharing. Just give me a moment. Rising in a residence. To mute this, and then I have to skip the ad. And I'm trying to.
You can keep it on mute once you screen share it. I'll periodically put it on the big screen.
I'll just pause it, then go to widescreen and screen share. Oh my god, where is Where is that thing? Ah. Okay,
Wow.
so this is the magnet. This is the magnetic field. It's shaped like a toroid. You see all the interweaving lines?
I don't see anything.
Am I screen sharing?
You are, but it's only. I think it's because it's on my projection screen, so I'm going to just shut up from now on because I can hardly see anything on my main screen.
Can all the guys see that?
Can
The
anybody
lines.
else see it? It's like very faint red. That's all I can make out.
Let me see if there is a.
Make the screen bigger, like inflate it, fill your
Yeah.
screen.
Can you guys see it now?
It's just about. I can see on my other screen that you can just about make it out.
Mm-hmm. So this is the
right.
This is the movement of the field. All right. So if we take, for example, the black hole that's in the middle, if this is the North Pole and it's facing to our eyes, then all those lines are actually a electrical charge moving along the path and going down underneath to the South Pole and then coming back out again. And what you get in between those lines, all the points that they connect, you see all the points that they intercross each other. If you draw a straight line from the north to the south, you get the metal flakes, straight lines that occur on the piece of paper, and then you get the stripes on the apples that go vertically. So the field is an actual projection, and a field is the opposite of a dielectric plane. It's the reproductive quality of getting static electricity in the middle of an atom, and the opposite display becomes through the path of the electrical charges, and it's displayed as straight lines in the magnetic field. And as small as bigger the atom or as heavier the atom, the bigger magnetic field it has, because it has more static. So that displaces outwards the field when it's getting condensed in the middle. This is what determines the size of a field of a magnet.
But what does this have to do with the sun?
Well, everything in nature has its own magnetic field, or it's a polarized sphere made out of electricity charges running around in loops. So everything is polarized. So when you get lots of polarization in one substance, then you get, if it's condensed and compact, as radioactive materials are, you get a very big field. So the field acts like a polarizer. That's why if you hold two magnets in distance and you let them go, they'll go and attach because the field interconnects. And then if we go back, am I still screen sharing?
Yep.
I'm sorry, but this is just the long version. I thought you were going to do the long story short.
That's the short story. There is no shortening more than that. Sorry. So if you have the two magnets, all the spirals always run clockwise on the north side, and on the south side they run anti-clockwise. And the north and the south, if you have two screws that are mirroring each other, and if you try to screw one screw in the other screw, they won't screw. But if you turn one of the screws around, then they'll penetrate each other. No, they're like gears. If you have them facing the right direction, they'll connect. If you turn them around, they won't connect. You get it? It's really simple.
I personally don't get anything. I don't understand what that has to do with the sun whatsoever. Maybe it's just me.
The sun has a very big magnetic field.
I don't know. You know what? It just sounds like that's the kind of the glober mentality when you start making all these declarations. That's just what globe people do.
No, it's what you have to leave behind to start understanding this process. That's why they don't know what an electron and a proton is, because they still have the globe mentality. An electron is going around this path, comes in, becomes a proton, and goes out again and becomes an electron again. That's what all matter is made from.
But you're tying all of this to the sun. How do you just declare that this has anything to do with the sun? That's the only thing that I'm missing.
I'll state it again. Sun has a field, magnetic field. It has a polarized field. everything in nature has a polarized field, so everything will get in touch and interact with everything else. That's what's moving the whole world. Interaction.
Alrighty then. Any evidence that we can have a gas pressure without a container?
Absolutely nothing.
Nope. We do have a container.
Right, any evidence of a self-perpetuating molten iron core at the centre of a presupposed spherical Earth?
Impossible. No chance. They'll equalize their motions and they'll become irrelevant to one another, and it will stop spinning forever.
Just declarations.
No.
Any evidence of the presuppositional R value itself?
Nothing whatsoever, just declarations.
No, no R value. There is a R value, and it's the retardedness of bulkheads.
Well, that concludes the housekeeping.
Can I ask James a question?
Certainly.
James, what do you think the hydrogen atom consists of?
What does the hydrogen atom consist of?
Yep.
Hopefully hydrogen.
No, the actual atom. The proton, the electron. Why it doesn't have a neutron?
That you're kind of like out of my field. I'm an experienced person. All I know is what I experience. Anything outside of that, I don't really get into. I leave that for other people.
Then trust me, I've digged into this for 10 years.
No, I understand, but what I'm saying is that there's a lot of globe people that has digged into things for thousands of years, and they make declarations.
No,
So
450 years.
No, but I'm just saying, if you look at the heliocentric model that's presented to us, that's been delved into for thousands of years. And look what we got: speculation, declarations, deductions,
Thousands
assumptions.
of years? No.
Well,
450
okay.
years.
Put whatever number you want on it. It's a long time that they've been speculating. And the only thing that we've got out of it is speculation. What they do is they observe and then they make a declaration off these observations. And you're kind of doing the same thing. See, that's that Glober mentality that you try to apply. Let me finish. That's that Glober mentality that you try to apply to flat Earth. So you get caught up in it and you have to shake that first. You have to kind of empty the cup, like Ivan said. You have to, if your cup is already filled and you're trying to add new knowledge on top of it, you're not getting anywhere because you don't have any room for
Oh, that's a total bummer. Still broadcasting, but I've lost my hangout. Maybe this is a temporary glitch. If not, I will end the stream and start again. This could be most likely a... because I'm seemingly losing lots of control of my PC, so while I still can, I think I'll say... Oh no, I can't even flick the switch.